Hi, witches, blessed be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Hi, witches. Thank you so very much for all the love to the short little video that I shared yesterday with you guys on the review of that really cool oracle about lucid dreaming. I have another review on a different oracle about our beloved dead, and you do not want to miss out that review. It's coming up probably this week before next Monday, because that oracle is like a Ouija board in cards. I am absolutely blown away by this little oracle that I'm going to be sharing this review with you guys coming up soon. There's also a book review coming up very soon about Scott Cunningham, one of the people that I love so much in this witchcraft community. He's no longer with us in this realm of the living, but he is always assisting us and sharing his support with all of us witches from the other world. I think this is a book review that you do not want to miss out either. Which is, I'm going to be talking a few things before I jump into the spell today, because these are things that are really important. If you follow me in my Facebook page, that Facebook page is growing really fast. I mean, we have about 20,000 people now strong in that page. And with those 20,000 people, you're going to get good people and bad people. And I have to tell you, and I have to warn you, and this is something that I have done in many videos before, please be very aware of scammers. Scammers are everywhere. It does not matter where you're at. Doesn't matter what Facebook page you're in. It doesn't matter. They are everywhere. They're in your text messages. They're in your emails. They're in your WhatsApp. They are everywhere, which is everywhere. One of the reasons why I stopped my Instagram page was because the amount of scammers in Instagram. That's not to say that, you get also scammers, dirty, nasty, son of a honestly, of scammers. And they are everywhere. They're wiggling themselves into the comments in my posts in my page. Rest assured, I am a guardian when it comes to my page, and I spend a long time, sadly, erasing and blocking all these a-holes. But witches, I have seen many of you guys interacting with these people. So let me tell you, you have been warned. If you see anybody offering you any type of magic spells, that's a scammer. If somebody that you do not know, love, or liked the comment that you left in one of the pictures on my page, that's a scammer. Somebody is trying to get your attention. And ladies, pay attention now. If you see any good-looking older man saying hi to you, requesting your friendship, so on and so forth, and I have seen some of you guys interacting with this man, they're scammer witches. They know who they pretend to be. When something seems too good to be true, please make sure that you are aware. It is very sad for me to see that some of you guys are actually interacting with these people. You're being warned. Listen, I tell you every Monday, you gotta stay wicked. This is part of you staying wicked. I'm very concerned about this. So please make sure that you are smarter than them. Thank you. Well, witches, today I have a great spell for you guys. And a lot of you guys always ask me about spells against neighbors, spells against my ex, spells against this evildoer. And this is why I share with you guys so many curses. But in reality, this is defensive magic. I am teaching you this so you can protect and defend yourself, so you can stand against these evil doers. Now, the spell that I have for you today is going to need a few things, and you may need to get out of your way to find some of the ingredients. But it's a very powerful hoodoo spell from the amazing Starr Casas. And this is for you to control and eliminate, annihilate an evil, cruel person. Now, hear me out. When I'm talking to you about an evil person, I am actually talking to you about a dangerous person. Do you have a dangerous, violent ex? There's a lot of women out there that actually do. Do you actually have a violent neighbor? Some people out there do I mean, there's some neighbors that are just annoying. There's some other neighbors that are dirty. There's some other neighbors that are gossipers. There's some other neighbors that are just a pain in your behind. But there's some neighbors, witches, that actually scare you. So this spell is for you. Now, you're going to need a few things in order to perform this spell. So I really hope you get these ingredients so you can annihilate this evil doer. Another thing, which is this spell is hoodoo. So you are going to need the prayer of Saint Peter. There's many prayers of Saint Peter out there. I'm going to write down in the description of this video the prayer that I suggest that you can do for this spell. Now, do you have to do a prayer to Saint Peter? No. If you want nothing to do with anything that has to do with the Christian or Catholic religion, you can most definitely create your own petition. Which takes me, many of you guys ask me on how to do petitions. Which is, a petition is your prayer, is what you ask this universe. It is the favor that you are requesting. So your petition is your prayer. You create it based on your needs. Do you need this violent neighbor to get away from you? Well, that's what you're going to ask. Just make sure that you are detailing your petitions. All right? Don't be general when you're doing spells. Be very precise. Doesn't matter how much you have to write in there. Write what you need in your petition. That is a petition. It's like your prayer, okay? It doesn't have to be anything in specific. You can create it yourself. So what are the things that we are going to need for this spell? This containers. We're going to contain this wicked man, this wicked woman, all right? Listen, I'm going to take a parenthesis and I want to talk to you guys about scissors. This is rather new scissor that I got, and scissors are very important in witchcraft, which is you want to have a scissor that you use only for witchcraft. I don't know if you saw my review on Brujeria de Rancho, but in Spanish brujeria and Mexican brujeria, scissors are extremely important. They have so much power. They are such an important magical tool. I suggest, witches, that you guys buy a scissor. It doesn't have to be this one, but get a scissor that you are going to utilize as a magical tool, because scissors have a lot of power. They cut, they cross. All right. So for this spell, you're going to need a pair of scissors. And if you don't have a magical wand, just use whichever scissor. Just make sure that, suggestion, you get a pair of scissors just for magic. Now, those scissors are going to be for you to cut the picture of your target. This beautiful image that we have over here is absolutely no one. I created this with artificial intelligence because I am very curious about artificial intelligence. But yes, witches, you definitely are going to need a picture of your target. Now, I understand that you cannot get pictures of your targets all the time. This is why you are going to go through social media and get a picture of this person. Download it, screenshot it, and go to your local library and print it. You actually can do that, witches. But you need the picture of your target. Next, witches, you are going to need 2 nails. And I'm not talking about fingernails. I'm talking about just nails. Now, make sure that when you get these are nails that are going to be able to pierce your picture. Next, witches, we are going to need a lemon. Starr Casas love to use tea lights for her magical workings, and I think they are pretty wicked for this particular spell. So you're going to need 5 tea lights. I chose black ones. I understand that black tea lights are hard to get. You can use just white ones. And again, you're going to need 5 of those. You are going to need 4 toothpicks. You're going to need a jar, a container. Make sure it's glass. That's what I suggest. And make sure that you're going to be able to put your workings in here. So your lemon has to fit in here. So you need a jar, okay? You are going to need it. And this is the one ingredient that is going to make you move a little bit. But you're going to need the dirt of a crossroad. Now, have the dirt right here. Just a little bit. I want to tell you something, which is there's still an issue with crossroad dirt. I understand. There was a time in this, at least in this country, in which crossroads were very common because roads were made out of dirt. They were not paved. Crows were made out of dirt. And although there were many, many crossroads around, nowadays you may see like real crossroads in the countryside, in rural areas. And I understand that if you live in a city, this may be hard for you to find. Now, this is what I suggest, all right? If you go on any walkings, like if you have a park and you see two paths crossing, that is a crossroad. Two streets, two roads, two paths are crossing. That is a crossroad. If you cannot get dirt from a crossroad because they are paved, I suggest for you to sweep some of that dirt, some of that dust, and keep it in a little Ziploc bag. That is the best advice that I can give you. Look, for me, I have trails and parks around me where I can get crossroad dirt. I also live in a rural area, so it's easier for me to find crossroads. But witches, crossroads are everywhere, believe it or not. You just have to pay attention and you have to use your imagination. Crossroads is where two paths cross. Don't make this complicated. These are some suggestions that I'm giving you so you can find dirt from a crossroad. You're definitely going to need some really hot chili peppers. Next, we are going to need a pencil without an eraser. And also, witches, you are going to need a knife that you use for the purpose of magic. Now that we know all the ingredients that we need, let's get into the spell. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to cut the picture of the person that you are working. Listen, if you just already have just a regular picture, you can disregard this part. You don't have to stress about this part if you just have a regular picture. If you are cutting a picture, visualize witches with every cut, cutting this individual away from your energy. So using the pencil that has no eraser, we're going to draw an X on each eye and 3 X's on his mouth. This person will be burning if he even thinks your name. You know, I can imagine how many evil people is out there. I can imagine so many of you guys doing this spell for different reasons. I see a lot of evil, violent exes and evil, violent people around you. Now, understand, witches, this is not to do to the petty coworker that you have that's stealing your cells. If you're a salesperson, this is for truly evil and wicked people. I hope that's understood. Turn your picture around, and in the back of this paper, you can either write the petition to Saint Peter, or you can just put your intentions for this spell. Please make sure that if you know the name of this person, put the name of this person here. Okay. Turn the picture upside down. Okay, so he's upside down to you. And we are going to nail this target down. The first nail we're going to put through the right corner, all the way to the left corner. We are nailing this target down. Now the other nail, you're going to do the same thing from the left to the right. It should look something like this, which is you are nailing your target. Now grab your lemon and your knife, and we're going to cut the lemon in half. I'm pretty sure that if you follow this channel or any other magical channel, you have seen this many times before. You want to cut the lemon in half, and we are going to sprinkle red pepper on the 2 halves. Red pepper is a staple of any type of banishing spells, witches. We're not only hexing this person, we're banishing all his evilness away from you. We are going to place the picture of our target between the two pieces of a lemon. Make sure that you repeat your Saint Peter petition or any petition that you have created for this evil doer. This is when you're going to grab your toothpicks. You're going to impale this lemon and this evil doer. Listen, witches, I gotta tell you this. There is nothing more incredible when you see your magic working. I have to tell you that based on my own experience, most work need a lot of patience. A lot of you guys want to do these workings and you expect this to work for the following day. You have to put a lot of intention into your workings. You have to visualize how this is going to come about, and you have to be patient, witches. And sometimes we have to repeat over and over and over again to soften our targets. We have impaled this a-hole in here in his own evilness, in his own wickedness. He's going to burn in hell. His mouth, his eyes, his whole soul is going to burn whenever this person even thinks or consider doing anything to harm you. Okay, witches, let's get our jar. Drop your lemon in there. I'm going to bury this guy in my chili flakes. Grab your crossroad dirt and add it in there, witches. Cover it. Once this jar is closed, you should never open it again, witches. And we're going to shake this bottle. And while you're shaking this, you are working the jar, witches. Work your jar. While you're shaking it, call upon your enemy's name. John Doe, this is where you are. John Doe, this is where you stay. John Doe, this is where you will be forever. If you have the petition of Saint Peter, witches, you are going to repeat it now 3 times while you shake this bottle. Once you finish shaking your bottle, we are ready to light our candles. Listen up, please, because there is a way for you to put the candles in here as well. We are going to cross this working. We're going to put the first candle in the top of your workings, the other one right in the bottom, the one to your right. From the right, we're going to go and cross it to the left, and last one in the top. We are going to light these candles in the same manner that we place them. So we're going to start with the one in the top, the one in the bottom, the one in the right. From the right, we go to the left. And then we do the one in the top. This is your spell, witches. Focus in on the fire. Burn this evil doer away. Punish this evil doer because you have what it takes. As you are burning this working, you can repeat your prayers, your petitions, your chantings again. And keep working this evil doer until you get your results. Witches, make sure that these candles burn all the way through. If you have to repeat this, I am telling you, witches, so many workings needs to be repeated. If you want to repeat this every Saturday, then do it every Saturday. Do not despair. Work this evil doer. Soften him. Do your magic. You have what it takes, witches. Once you finish with these workings, you can either keep the bottle somewhere dark or you can just toss it in running water. Personally, I'll go to the river and I just toss it in there. Other than that, witches, I wish you good luck. And that's it, witches. Thank you so very much for being with me one more Monday. I really hope that the spells find you in the right moment. I hope you do this successfully and that this work for you perfect. Remember, witches, sometimes we have to keep on working the same situation over and over and over again. We have to soften situations. So don't despair. Just keep on trying, witches. Have your intentions always at the tip of your fingers when you are performing your spells. And make sure you get it out of you and into your magic, out into the universe. If you have any questions, and these are magic questions, if you have a spell request, first check my videos. Chances are you're going to find your spell in the over 400 spells that I have in this channel. But if you have any questions, you can email me at alayerofthewitch@yahoo.com. And remember, I do not work for people. Also, witches, many of the ingredients and things that I talk about in these videos are in my website, WhiteRaven and witcheslayer.com. Remember, witches, your wish is my command. Let me know if you want a specific spell that you want me to share here with you. I love your suggestions. That's my inspiration. Other than that, I love talking to all of you witches. I love my Mondays. Please make sure to stay very smart because knowledge is power. Stay away from scammers too. But above all, witches, you must stay so very wicked. Bye.